It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Monday, the 28th.
It is? Now, all right, turkey's over. I can't do my gobble.
So you got to have a Christmas
something. You guys were supposed to come up with a Christmas noise.
You just need a Christmas jingle.
I can't just go, whoop, whoop. I got to have a Christmas.
A jingle.
All right, so that's everybody's plan for today. You have to think of a Christmas noise.
Jingle, noise. I better write that down.
Yeah,
Christmas.
Yeah, write that. All right, I'll wait while you write that down.
Christmas jingle for Scooter. You know what? I'll just go to like the Hallmark store or something and get a bell.
I just got to sit there and ring a bell.
And you just go ding, 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 because every time a bell rings.
Oh, it's going to be a little bell. Ding, ding, ding,
yeah,
ding.
No, not a big brah. No, a little bell with a little handle on it. And
Well,
he just goes,
go, ding,
he
ding,
just
ding,
goes ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding.
isn't that cute?
Well, every time you ring it, an angel gets its wings.
That's what I hear.
And
That's
it's Christmas time.
It is.
And you want to give all the angels their wings.
There you go. Thanksgiving is over.
How was yours?
A lot of turkey.
Deliciousness, yes.
Yes.
He did 3.
A lot of food.
3 turkeys.
I did. I cooked 3 turkeys myself. 1 on Thursday, 2 on Friday.
That's cool.
But they were good.
Yeah. Tell them what you cooked the fried turkeys in. Well,
one
was
injected with Creole butter, and the other one had Creole butter with, the other 2 had Creole butter with jalapenos.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
And it's not hot. It's really not. It's just that jalapeno flavor with turkey you wouldn't think goes so well together.
Right.
But that was probably the #1 turkey at both locations. So.
It's probably like jalapeno cornbred.
Yeah.
Because that's not hot. It's just full of flavor.
Yes. It gives you that jalapeno, and that with turkey go together really well. Better than I would have thought. But, yeah, we had all the dressing and desserts, and I'm a pecan pie fan. So
Me too.
So my mom makes the best pecan pie.
Pecan pie or chocolate pudding kind of pie. We had one of those with whipped cream on the top. And it was like, the crust was different. It was like a graham cracker crust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deliciousness.
Cool.
Very good.
We had a good time. Time with family
Yeah.
and everybody over and friends over and just had a great time.
That's what it's all about. We hope that you had a great Thanksgiving too. And that it was full of family and friends and lots of food. Yeah, it was real good. We had a real good time. Had my brother come down for the first time, and with Carla's side of the family, it was really good.
So let me tell you this: the day after Thanksgiving, our Christmas tree was going up.
Well, we usually right before, and people no.
You got to let Thanksgiving be its own.
I hear you. Well, we did it last year, but then we gave away the tree because I've had that tree since I don't even know, 2007. And it was time for something different. So we gave the tree away to an organization here in town to put up. I don't remember. It was last year. And then I was going to buy a tree after Christmas. You get a bargain.
Yes.
Everybody is trying to.
Yes.
Yeah. And so like a $300 tree is like $100.
Yep.
And well, everything in the stores was gone. They'd already packed them up, but you could still buy them online.
Okay.
And so you don't get to see it. And I couldn't decide on whether or not the tree we found online. If they would have put a person standing next to it for a reference. Now, it can tell you that
you should have went and looked at the trees before they were gone and then picked out what you wanted. And then I'm just saying. I'm one of them that I have to fight my wife because she's ready to put up the Christmas tree weeks before Thanksgiving.
And
I'm like, no, we are waiting till
right
after Thanksgiving. So
okay.
This year,
she
decides, well, since we're going out of town for Christmas, do we need to put up a tree?
I saw her post.
And my son threw a fit. We are having a tree.
He did. She wrote that
Yes.
it was not happening.
Yes.
The tree was going up, and she had a picture of them putting it up. I thought that was hilarious.
Yes, they were determined. We are having a tree, whether we're here or not. We're
Exactly.
having a tree. So
I can understand that.
I get it. I get it.
I get it. Because it just makes it feel more like Christmas to
Yes.
have it up. Even if you're not going to be there on Christmas, you are there until you go on vacay. And
There you go.
You walk by the tree every day. So, yeah, we're going to do something like that a weekend before. Go meet all the family again.
Gotcha.
And this year, we did it a couple years ago where the kids went and shopped for their own
Gotcha.
presents. And then we're going to have one that we each like round robin buy each other. Like I buy for you, you buy for
Yeah.
We just have one under the tree. So when we get home on Christmas Day, there's still one under the tree. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
We did it one year and they absolutely loved it because we just went, what store do you want to go to? And we went in, we set a limit. We ain't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And so they spent up to their limit and they loved it. So we're like, let's do that again this year. Last year we bought a Nintendo Switch for the little man. It's been used like maybe 5 times.
So your limit's out here. So, okay, I got you.
Well, it was that and like a few other items, and
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So, but he never uses it, so we're probably gonna sell it. We're
about
gonna
how that
ask
goes.
him. We're gonna ask him.
Hey, we got a show to do. By
Oh,
the way.
that's right. We're 6 minutes in. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect, they do the morning prayer. Well, I do the morning prayer. Anyway, give them a call, 870-425-2161. It's always good to have a plan in place when the unthinkable happens, and we sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. With that, let's do the morning prayer. And I'm gonna do one like it's Thanksgiving because
Okay.
I wasn't here for that one. So.
Okay.
Dear Lord, I'm thankful for you, thankful for my family and friends, thankful to be here another day, thankful to live in America, thankful to live in a free society, and to thank you, Lord, for this life. This I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. And like I said, give them a call, 870-425-2161. Always good to call and talk about pre-need service and have a plan in place for when the unthinkable happens. Your family will be taken care of in that aspect, that they don't have to worry about, you know, the coffin or whether or not you're going to be cremated.
Just get
Just
all
the
the
plan.
details done, and
Yeah.
that's one thing they ain't got to worry about.
Exactly. All right, let's take a short little break and we'll watch a commercial from Bob and Linda Zordor of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey,
Hey,
what
wait.
are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey,
At the closing.
we should call the Z team.
We're back.
We're back.
Love it. Love that commercial. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team will not leave you hanging.
No, they'll take good care of you.
They'll take good care of you. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you
guess
by
I
the
need to
Z Team.
switch screens.
Uh-oh.
I had Roller
I
Funeral
caught
Home
him.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
all right.
saw that.
That's
All
all
right.
right. That's
It
all right.
happened.
Give him a little extra. Beautiful shot of Cotter, Arkansas there in Marion
Mm-hmm.
County, looking into Baxter County. Look at the beautiful view of the Cotter Island. Not really island. And the horseshoe bend of the White River. You off to the left over the water is the Rainbow Bridge. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net and find this beautiful view. There will be some that change and move, and there it goes. And look at that of the ballpark there in Cotter, Arkansas. Just amazing.
Now coming
amazing.
here shortly. What is it, December 1st? They are turning on the lights in Cotter.
Yes,
Christmas
that's
lights.
yes.
And we're going to try to adjust the camera where it's on those at night, and that way you can go there at any time in the evening.
Yes.
And go to it, and it'll be focused on it.
It'd be really cool. I love Christmas lights.
No, I love them.
We looked at so many over in Northwest Arkansas. We went to this place called the Stewart family
Okay.
Christmas lights. We hadn't been there in like 5 years, and now the thing is like quadruple the size. It's pretty cool.
Don't want to see the electric bill.
No. Oh, at $8 a pop to get in.
Oh, yeah, they're
fine.
doing okay.
Anyway, there's the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Go to retiredarkansas.net. You can find their listings, the MLS listings. They have a plethora of information about the Ozarks, and you can also find these beautiful views of Cotter, Arkansas. You can take a screenshot of it and make it your background of your computer. Then take a look at what they have for.
We start getting where it's going on Christmas lights. If it's still on that in the morning, I'll try to take a snapshot of them.
Cool.
That way we can show them.
Sounds good. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. They are realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And if you have a military friend, they are military relocation specialists. And so they know all the red tape. And there is a ton of it when you're dealing with the government.
Always.
Oh, man, look at that. That's amazing.
That is a beautiful shot this morning.
Yes, it is. All right, we better go to the weather. How about the weather?
All
right. In Mountain Home, Arkansas, is 40 degrees. Harrison, 33. Batesville, 39. Yellville, 39. Marshall, 36. Salem, 42. Mountain View, 36. Calico Rock at 40. West Plains at 42. Springfield at 32. Poplar Bluff at 45. St. Louis, Missouri at 43. National Weather Radar shows a little bit of activity in Wyoming and Idaho. Well, it keeps blinking in and out, but it looks like it pretty much just kind of covers the northwest. The rest of the country looks pretty good. It's look at it bleeping.
Yeah, it's trying to load it in. It's what it's doing. It's got to come all the way back around.
There we go.
Yeah. Now
look
you got
at it. It's beautiful now. Some minor activity up there in the northeast. And Arkansas and Missouri is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Now yeah, I'd say we're going to have a pretty nice blue sky day, don't you, Scooter?
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful. And the tornado potential in Mississippi. Look at that big red swath.
Oh, I'm all the way up into Tennessee a little bit.
Yeah, 15%. So what am I
Southeast
missing?
Arkansas?
What am I missing? That there's a tornado potential, and it didn't look like there was anything on the radar, at least
Well, not yet.
Okay, so be careful in the, south of Memphis down to Jackson. Be careful. Just watch out. And we do have some advisories on the east and west side of Arkansas. What do we got? Dense fog advisory. Northwest Arkansas down through Fort Smith. And what do we got over here on this side? I don't even know what's on that side. So 7-day forecast today is sunny, high of 58. Tonight is increasing clouds, low of 45. Tuesday partly sunny, high of 65. Tuesday night we got a slight chance of thunderstorms and then partly cloudy, low at 30. Wednesday is sunny, high of 43. Wednesday night mostly clear, low of 23. Thursday mostly sunny, high of 44. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 32, and Friday, partly sunny, high of 57. Norfolk Lake water levels at 552. 0.22, they are 0.22 feet level above full pool. They are generating 1 as of this morning. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 654.90. Their level is 4.10 feet above full pool, and they've been generating 3. Let's look at your weather. All right, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. And like I said, go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find everything.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
Or give them a call.
Real estate and some info of the Ozarks.
They're good people. They'll take good care of you.
Yes, they will. Let's take a break and we'll come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
You made yourself laugh.
We thank you for joining us. And community news, I do want to bring up, it's already passed this it's tomorrow morning, 6:45. North Arkansas Electric Cooperative reports an oncoming outage this Tuesday and Thursday morning at 6:45 for some Mountain Home area members. The outages will affect the Pebble Creek, Hicks, and Military Road area, as well as south along Arkansas 201. Each outage is expected to last no more than 15 minutes and affect approximately 620 members. The outages are necessary so that transmission line maintenance can be performed safely.
That's kind of an odd time. 6:45?
6:45 in the morning. Well, I mean, the workers, first light, out there doing,
Normally they do like 3 a.m. or they're going to shut the power down or whatever.
Sure.
Not at 6:45.
Right.
At 6:47,
right when my wife would be blow drying her hair.
Yep.
And she'd be like, what?
Yep. What?
All right. Christmas in Cotter, December 1st through December 31st. They have the tour the lights in Cotter. Then you can join them on Saturday, December 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. to have pictures with Santa and Mrs. Claus. There'll be Christmas carols, Polar Express conductor, bonfires with s'mores and hot chocolate, goodies for the kids. They'll have a Christmas tree and house decorating contest. Let's see, to enter the house decorating contest or Christmas tree decorating contest, please email CotterMayor@info-.com or call 870-435-6326 at City Hall. Enter the second annual Christmas tree decorating contest. Businesses and families will have the opportunity to put up an artificial tree in the park. This will be a unique way to advertise your business. And it is sponsored by a plethora of people. We have the Mountain Home Town Christmas Festival, 12 Days of Christmas, Friday, December 2nd. 4 p.m. vendors open on East 6th Street. 4:30 entertainment on Veterans Plaza. 4:30 to 5 music with Tim Tibbs. 5:15 St. Peter's Church Young Adult Choir. 5:30 p.m. reading of the Birth of Christ. 5:40 First Security Bank tree lighting on Veterans Plaza. 6 p.m. Mountain Home Area Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade. It begins at Hospital Drive and ends at Clark Office Supply. I'm going to be in that one.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to do one for Great Escapes.
Awesome.
Let's see. 8 p.m. Festival ends. Sponsored by First Security. Saturday, December 3rd, 7:30 to 11:30, Rotary Pancake Breakfast with Santa at Mountain Home High School Cafeteria. And 10 to 2, Ultimate Visit with Santa at Ultimate Ford. And they're at 2448 Highway 62 West. Yeah.
There you
Lots
go.
of chances to visit with Santa.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, that's the Christmas tree contest. So we talked about that one. Well, very good. Very good.
Man, you're on top of it.
Yes. And now I'm going to pretend to be Bob Rechtenwald for This Week in Sports.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna read what Bob sent.
You're gonna read.
I'm gonna read. It will be Greenwood and Pulaski County in the 6A finals.
Pulaski Academy.
I'm sorry, Pulaski Academy. I read that too fast because you see, he's like, read. And then I messed up, like I can't read. Anyway, they'll be in the 6A finals. Congratulations to them. Melbourne is still undefeated, 13-0 on the season, and they will play 10-2 Boonville for the title. It will be a cat fight when the ICC Cougars 8-0 takes on the Rector Cougars 6-2 on Thursday night for the 8-man state championship.
Be some good football.
Okay. This is the ICC's first year for any kind of football. Well, congratulations to the ICC Cougars.
Yeah, I have not seen 8-man football. I have not. But
yeah, I didn't understand what that was.
Popular to a lot of smaller schools.
Huh. Very good. And Bomber Sports, Monday, November 28th, basketball versus Marion. There'll be a away game. So what's this AG, 8G, 8B, 9G, 9B, 4? 8 girls, 8 boys, 8 girls, 8 Thanks. Usually don't do this part.
I had to look at
That was
it.
Coach Fulcher. We should have just brought him on and had him do this part. Tuesday, November 29th, wrestling date. Let's see. Play date. That's home at the high school. All teams. 5. Scooter. Coach. Volleyball banquet. And then the cross-country banquet was supposed to be on Tuesday, but they have moved it to Wednesday, November 30th. Thursday, December 1st, basketball battle at the border. VG versus VB, Branson, Missouri. Varsity girls, varsity boys. Okay. Basketball versus Jonesboro, MacArthur. Will be home at the junior high. 8th grade boys, 9th grade girls, 9th grade boys at 5. Let's see. Wrestling tri-meet at West Plains. All teams at 5. Swim at Hendricks and Conway at 5:30. And Friday, December 2nd, basketball battle at the border, Branson, Missouri. Basketball versus West Plains, home at junior high. 7th and 8th grade boys at 5:30. Basketball versus West Plains away. 7th and 8th grade girls at 5:30. Saturday, December 3rd, basketball battle at the border, Branson, Missouri. Wrestling tournament at Marshfield, Missouri. JV and varsity girls, 9:30 a.m. High school cheer competition at Lake Hamilton. And that
you notice basketball, but the rest of us got a few little mentions in there.
Yeah.
I noticed it. I got to give them a hard time.
A little bit of wrestling in there.
I do encourage everybody on Tuesday. It is a home meet that we're doing for wrestling. It's open to anybody to come and watch if you're ever interested in seeing something, how that works. And it's really entertaining. You come to watch it and you really get involved with it. It's really cool. But it's going to be more of a fun day. So we're not being too particular on weights and stuff like that. It's just kind of for fun, but we're bringing in Pottsville, Jonesboro, and I guess Batesville Southside, I heard, is now coming. So
very cool.
Won't be a lot of girls matches, be a lot of boys matches. I know Pottsville doesn't have any girls. Jonesboro has a handful. I don't think Southside has any. So
it'll be quick for the girls.
It will be, but we're still going to be running 2 mats so we can get JV and varsity out of the way and get everybody back on the road.
Very good.
Be a good time.
Yeah, let's look at This Week in Sports by Bob Rechtenwald. I'm not Bob. Now,
but if you'll leave your name and number after the time.
I'd have given them. All right, let's take a break, and we're going to come back with Coach Fulcher, Mountain Home High School basketball coach. He's going to tell us all things Bomber basketball. Yes.
Right back.
All right.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Coach Josh Fulcher. He is a Mountain Home High School Bomber basketball coach. This is our first time meeting.
Yes.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, yeah. And I watched a show they did last month, and he's no stranger to talking about basketball and everything Mountain Home Bombers. So I thought I'd start off, though, with having him introduce himself and how long he's been in the area, how long he's been coaching, your family, all the things, Josh Fulcher.
Okay, well, those are my two favorite subjects is basketball and Mountain Home Bomber, anything. But,
sure.
Yes, I'm, let's see, this is my 10th year here in Mountain Home. This is my 7th year as a head basketball coach. Let's see, my 18th year overall. I have 15 years of head coaching experience. I grew up in the Batesville area. Grew up going to attending Batesville schools until junior high, through junior high. And then high school, I moved out to small little community, Cord Charlotte, which is now Cedar Ridge. Basketball community, and that's really where I kind of fell in love with basketball. Growing up in Batesville, I loved football. I mean, that's what you do as a pioneer. And then my first day, and I still played basketball at Batesville, but my first day at Charlotte, the basketball coach meets me in the office and said, "Are you a basketball player?" I was like, "Well, I guess I am now. That's all we have." But really fell in love with the game.
Yeah.
My senior year, we had a coaching change, and that's really kind of where I took I matured a lot and took a more leadership role, and I really kind of led our team, and that's really where I thought, like, man, this would be really cool to be a coach. So that's where, the first instance of want to go do this as a profession. Yeah. But in education, in coaching, it's just like today it was back then. Of everybody's like, man, don't go do it. The time and money doesn't make sense, and so I went to college and had that in my mind of like, okay, everybody said don't go into education, don't go into coaching. It's not, you can make a lot more money doing other things. And so my first meeting with counselor, they were like, all right, what's your major? And of course that's rolling through my head. So I was undecided. And then the next year, like, you've got to just declare something. I was like, well, business,
Sure.
And so I sat over there at some business classes, and I was like, okay, this isn't me. And so I went in. I wanted to go into education. I wanted to go into coaching, and and what I found is if you do something that you love, you never work a day in your life. And,
exactly.
And I'm really lucky that it's all kind of worked out, and I'm doing something I really love.
Yeah.
But it all starts with, you got to have family support at home if you're going to be really good at anything. And I'm lucky to have a beautiful wife, Mindy Fulcher, and two beautiful girls, Lolo and Coco Fulcher. And of course that's their nicknames. It's Lowen and Cora. But as a basketball coach, just nicknames just kind of roll off the tip of your tongue. So
see, I did not know that.
Yeah. So it's Lolo and Coco because it's a lot easier for me, I guess. But no, and it was funny. What brought us to this area. When my wife and Mindy and I got married, she went back to school because she was a graphic designer in Memphis, and that was really kind of the career that she followed. Well, when we got serious, she thought she wanted to kind of keep a similar schedule to me, so she wanted to go and be a college professor. And so I told her, I said, well, we'll go back to university. She went to University of Memphis to get her master's, and I said, our next move will be for you, for your job, because we'd made a couple moves for my job,
sure,
for my career. And, we had two opportunities. She was offered a job at Henderson State, which is Arkadelphia, and I was going to be able to go to Malvern and coach. And then, Arkansas State had asked her for an interview, and we really didn't really have any interest in the area, just because, I don't know, you think of this was her home. She's a Viola girl, and we were always we was always wanting to go other places.
Sure.
Well, we just had our oldest, Lolo came along, and when you start having kids, your mindset changes.
Yep.
It does.
And so she came up here for the interview, and they offered the job, and I was like, really, we're making this move. I'm really happy where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
We're making this move for our family, so let's make the best family decision. And both of us being closer to family was really important. So
Yeah.
initially, when I got here, there wasn't any coaching jobs available. The thing about Mountain Home, I can only speak on Bomber basketball. There's not a whole lot of openings that pop open, and they didn't have anything. And so I took a job in medical sales, my first job up here.
Really?
And I got hired by a company, Arthrex, and they have a big, some important clients up here that they was going to have me be the Mountain Home rep. And and I just remember being there that summer, just kind of going through all of the training, watching all these videos, and it's out there. You got to be pretty darn smart to be in those surgeries with those doctors.
Yeah.
And I just kept thinking, gosh, this isn't me. This just doesn't feel right. Like
I felt you were going in that direction.
And it was a funny thing. I was with one of my coaching buddies, and he said, Stephen Gould, who was the junior high assistant coach, he said he must be leaving. He saw something on Facebook. And I was like, give me Gould's number. And so I called him up. Gould was an old Newark guy, so we had a connection there. And I called him, and he just had said glowing things about our program, about Mitch Husky, who is the current head basketball coach there. And I made a couple other phone calls of guys that knew Mitch. And so I called up Coach Husky and was like, hey, I heard there's a possible job opening. I'd like to meet you. And I'd never been an assistant before or been not the head coach. And so I knew it had to be a good fit for both of us. And so he's like, well, we're at team camp in Forest City, which I was living in Marion at the time, and I was coaching at Powsing Wheatley, which is right beside Forest City. And he said, we're at team camp this summer, and he said, why don't you come up and we can visit. And so I walk in the gym, and I'm sitting there, no more than 5 minutes, and it's summer camp, and he's coaching his tail off. He's ripping his point guard, and I was like, I like that guy. I can work with that guy, and it's been a great fit ever
That's
since.
excellent.
So it's just funny how those things work out. I'm a true believer. If you make the right decisions, we made the right decision for our family, and everything works out, and it has. And we love Mountain Home, and this is a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to coach any sports. Basketball, the community supports it, and it's really important to our community. And it's just I'm thankful and grateful to be the guy that's kind of the gatekeeper of the program currently.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm thankful you guys made the move here because Mindy was my professor in college for graphic design. She pretty much taught me everything I know.
Yeah.
I've learned some things along the way afterwards, but I sure do appreciate her. She's a great teacher.
She's a very talented lady. And
takes on a lot.
She does.
You both do. I mean, I don't know how you all ever see each other.
Well,
I see her social media, and she's real estate
oh my goodness.
now.
Yeah, she's still teaching. She teaches for. She underwent a job change a couple years ago where she's teaching at Jonesboro, but now it's all remotely. It's online. She's director of online innovations. So then, kind of during COVID time, we were looking at houses, looking at looking for a little bit of elbow room. Well, she just loves it. She just loves real estate, and so she got into that, and that hobby become more of a passion for her.
Right.
And but that's Mindy. She's very focused. She's very intelligent, and she's a hard worker. And that's why it works for us. Now, every relationship's different. For me, for our situation, my thing doesn't need to be her thing. So when I'm doing my business, I'm coaching, which is all the time.
Yeah.
She's very busy leading our household, really taking care of our girls, but then doing all the millions of things that she does. She still does a lot of graphic design work on the side. She works for a magazine, monthly magazine still, and she does photography. She does you name it, she does it. And but she's got her own thing, and that's really why it works for us. And again, I can't stress enough that if you're going to be good at anything, you got to have somebody strong. Got good support. I've got a great family support. I've got great admin support. Got great town support. So that's why this is.
It's a perfect storm in this area.
It really is.
Very good. Well, should we take a break, Scooter? It's 7:35. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more from Josh Fulcher, Coach Josh Fulcher of Mountain Home Bomber Basketball.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home.
Here we go. Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's XL7 Sports Edition. Our guest is Coach Josh Fulcher. He's a Mountain Home High School Bomber basketball coach. And how is the season going? It looks like you've got a lot going on, a lot coming up.
That's basketball. This is a big tournament week. We're playing 3 games in a row. We've played 4 games. We started out the year Batesville, BB, Rogers Heritage, and Fayetteville. We're 3-1 right now, which Excellent. Is outstanding. After our first game, it was really like 7 of the 9 guys that touched the floor as their first varsity experience. So this is a really inexperienced team.
Oh wow!
We're at the guards. We're not very big, but we're really scrappy. We're deep. We're scrappy. I really love this bunch. They play extremely hard. And, we started out 3-0, and then we got a little dose of Fayetteville. Fayetteville's one of the top teams in the state, and we didn't play very good against them. Some things that Fayetteville did, but a lot of things that we did to ourselves. Yeah. We were competing with them for a while, and the wheels fell off. And I think it was an opportunity. Anytime you can lose or learn in a game, and it's an opportunity for such a young team, an experienced team. It's an opportunity to learn, and we've got some really tough games coming up this week. Some really good opportunities to learn. But going back a couple games ago, we had an opportunity to play at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, which is the home of the Thunder. And we got to play Rogers Heritage over there, and most importantly, we got to win against Rogers Heritage.
Yeah.
But we got to go over there, stay a couple nights. We got to go to Thunder. We got to play on the court, which is awesome. Then we got to go to a Thunder game. Our guys got to get on the floor during pregame introductions, during pregame warm-ups. So they really got to see how big these guys are. And really, when you watch NBA basketball, when you watch it from afar on TV, it doesn't really look like these guys are playing hard, but now I will say the playoffs is a different, they play harder in the playoffs. Regular season, though, sometimes you're watching, these guys don't play very hard, and so you kind of devalue it a little bit, but they're the best in the world at what they do.
Right.
And when you get to watch them up close and you get to watch warm-ups and you see a guy, this guy never touches the floor, but he's not missing a shot in the entire warm-up. Like, it's incredible. Like, the best basketball players that we grew up knowing or seeing, they're not even good enough to be, the worst player in the NBA is 10 times better than that player.
Sure.
So, it's amazing, the guys were like, Coach, I was up to his waist. That's how tall these guys are, and which is true. I mean, we got a lot of short guys. There was a lot of staring at their waist, but it was an incredible experience. Rogers Heritage called and asked, say, hey, we had a team that we're supposed to play over there. They're not able to play. Would you guys be willing to move our game over there? So they did a lot of the legwork, and we had to sell a certain allotment of tickets to kind of meet the quota and do our end, and we knocked it out of the park. I mean, I called some parents before we committed to it. Obviously, I had to get approval from admin, and they were very supportive of it. And we sold like 4 times as many tickets as we needed to. So the families got to be there. Just an overall a really outstanding time. Now, it was exhausting. It really was. But it's the first road game of the year, and now we've kind of gotten that out of the way. We've got Branson battle at the border this week. We play Waynesville. They've got a kid, Tyreek Brooks. He's a junior lefty. He may be the best player we see this year. I mean, he is extremely talented. He's a high major college prospect. And, we're going to have our hands full with them. Lake Hamilton on Friday, which they're one of the best teams in the state. They're picked to win it, or at least be one of the favorites in 5A in our classification. And then Branson, which Branson is they lost a lot, but they have a new coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He's won a couple state championships. So we've really we're going to really have a challenge ahead of us.
Sure.
But really, that's what you look for.
You don't want easy, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you want something that'll challenge the players. They'll get better because of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's all how you handle it.
Yeah.
And we got great kids, and we look forward to competing the next 3 days. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday over there.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it will.
Yeah,
it will.
Hard games, but you win those. How much better you feel when you take a top tier team and you whip them.
It's amazing. Well, it's just so much easier just as a coach, coming in, the night after a win versus the night after a loss. I mean, getting up is a whole lot easier. There's nothing like it. It's an addicting feeling. It really, when you win, there's something about it you want more of it.
Exactly.
Sure makes for a nice bus ride back.
It does. And
Scooter's wrestling coach, so he knows all about wanting to get those wins, and they're doing pretty good.
Oh, hey, that wrestling, I mean, we hear them every day. And if you ever have a chance to walk in the lobby during a wrestling practice, you think the lobby at the Coach Husky's office is going to just cave in on you one day. I mean,
you think them for
they're
those
thumping each other around.
Right.
Yeah. We got a lot of great programs in Mount Home, and wrestling's one of them. And what they've done the last handful of years, just really recruited and built that program up, and we get to see them. We get to see them every day, or every other day. You know, we go to the back gym a lot. We split the gym with the girls, and but we get to see how hard those wrestlers work, and you know, they're always running bleacher laps, and well, I call them bleacher laps. I think they call them circuits. And they're doing that for warm-ups, and you know, in basketball, that's what we do for punishments, for unexcused absences.
Isn't that something, right?
Yeah. So they're pretty tough. And we know that. And but no, we've got a lot of great programs, and we've got a lot of great people leading our programs.
We do.
And you know, we've got great leadership. I mean, we've got our principals are great, our athletic director's great, and our superintendents, and I mean, just everybody in leadership roles. You know, that really makes a huge difference. Because you could go a lot of other places and make more money, but it'd be hard pressed to find a better set of leaders leading the school district.
And the quality of life around here is amazing.
Absolutely.
If you like the outdoors, especially, but I can't think of another place I'd rather live than Mountain Home, Arkansas. And my wife, when our daughter, she moved off to Jonesboro, she's 19. Cannon's 11, so we've got a few more years. She wants to move, you know, as soon as Cannon's gone. And I'm just like, I really don't want to.
Yeah.
But I will for her, like you did.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Well, you know, happy wife, happy life.
Exactly.
But, you know, I graduated from Arkansas State, and I really loved the Jonesboro area. It's a heavy basketball area, and I always saw myself, I'm going to go back there one day and coach in that area. But, you know, there's something that once you move here, you're like, wow, it's nice to be outside and not get carried away by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And there's, after that, like Eastern Arkansas is done for me. Like I've coached in Eastern Arkansas, and you get used to that life of, you know, you don't have when you go in at night, you have a one light to distract all the mosquitoes, and then the door that you go in is pitch black, so you can get in the house
so you can get
bringing all the mosquitoes.
Right.
You just don't go outside at night, or you carry off with you, and it's a lot different here in Mountain Home, and there's a lot of places I will not go after coming here and living in Mountain Home now.
Sure. Okay, it's 7:46. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with more from Josh Fulcher.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show. Our guest is Coach Josh Fulcher, Mountain Home High School Bomber basketball, and they have tournament this week, but then they have an ultimate tournament coming up at the end of December. Am I correct?
Yes. We have a big holiday tournament, the ultimate tournament, December 27th through 29th, and it's a boys and girls tournament where we're bringing in 7 other teams to compete with us, and it's a good old-fashioned, 3-day, 3-game guarantee tournament, and we place it all the way up, 1st to 7th place on that. So it's another great competitive field again this year. We return the returning champs, which is Farmington.
Okay.
They're going to have a first-round matchup with Junction City. If you're the returning champ, a lot of times I'll let you pick who you want to play, and they want to play Junction City. Junction City's a really talented bunch. They come all the way from the southern part of Arkansas, Louisiana border. So they make a long trip. They've been coming up here for a lot of years. And the reason why these teams come back, we don't have a whole lot of turnover in the tournament because the hospitality is amazing.
Yeah.
Better than any tournament we ever go to. We put them up in hotels for a couple nights. We feed them, feed their teams once a day, and then even help give the coaches some extra money to spend on however they want on their teams, and to kind of fill other meals or other hotel rooms or whatever. So they're playing Junction City. We're on the other side of the bracket. We'll be playing Flippin, which Flippin is led by Josh Robbins. They're a really talented, scrappy bunch. We look forward to that matchup. Right below us, we'll take on either Greene County Tech or Cave City. And Greene County Tech, that's a familiar East foe, and they're going to be really talented. And Cave City, Jim Summers is an outstanding coach, and he's always got his teams prepared. They're always really physical. And then, of course, on the bottom side of the bracket, Farmington, Junction City, and then we have Paragould and Greenwood. So Greenwood, we're very familiar with them. They're a conference opponent, and Paragould we're very familiar with because we play them every year. So making the bracket is really difficult. You want to try to keep teams away from that play each other. So there really wasn't a whole lot of, you kind of look at all right, who would be the number 1 seed, who would be the second best team, and you always keep those guys on the opposite side of the bracket.
Yeah.
I would say Farmington and then probably us or Greene County Tech would be the second seed. So we're away from each other. You got to keep Greene County Tech and Paragould away from each other. They're a conference opponent. You got to keep us and Greenwood away from each other. And then when we first initially set out the bracket, we were going to play Cave City. Flippin was going to play Greene County Tech. Well, those teams play each other, and which wasn't on the original schedule. So we changed and made some arrangements there, and really this was the best matchups we can make, but really in a lot of ways is the only first round matchups we can make. So
you were saying that you guaranteed 3 games.
Yes. So you'll either go on the right side of the bracket or left side of the bracket, and this is boys and girls, so there's a lot of basketball game for 3 days. It's some long days.
You're talking one and done.
Yes.
In a tournament, it's like you don't win, you don't advance.
Well, and the important thing is AAA kind of regulates how many games you get and how many tournaments you get. So the days of the one and done tournament, they're pretty rare. Because teams want to get as many games in as they can. Double elimination tournaments are a little bit more common, but then the 3-game guaranteed have become really popular.
Yeah.
Or just kind of like the classic matchup, like we're going to Branson, which 3 teams that you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams have gone to that because you only have to have 4 teams, and you don't see it as many 8-team tournaments where there's 3 games guaranteed because first of all, it's a lot of work. You got to have a lot of help to run this thing. The Ultimate Tournament is it's an all-sport fundraiser. So the proceeds go to that. They go to all sports. And we can't ever stress that enough because we need help. We're always needing help from all the other programs because it's a basketball tournament. They think it's ours, and a lot of it falls in our lap. Well, we're coaching games, so we always need help.
Sure.
And we can never ask for enough help on our Ultimate Tournament. But we've got some great people. Our Bomber Booster Club is, they do a great job of kind of securing sponsorships because it takes a lot. I mean, all the things that we're doing, it takes a lot of money to bring these teams in. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but the best thing about it is we're able to keep our kids at home during the holidays.
Yeah.
And a lot of people coming in from the holidays are able to come and, aunts and uncles that might not get to see their nephews play or their nieces play. And so it's really important. It's a lot of work, but it's always worth it. I mean, after those 3 days, we're gassed.
You're done.
We are. You're up at the gym 12, 14 hours each day and trying to host teams, trying to organize this and organize that, and then also while trying to prepare your teams. And it does. It's exhausting, but it's always worth it because just like we're doing it for our kids.
Sure. Well, and you're doing it during your Christmas break, but it makes sense that people coming in from out of town, family members visiting for Christmas, get to watch the games.
Yes.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing about basketball, wrestling, when you're a winter sport, the holidays are really kind of bounced around what your sport and season schedule is. And, there's a lot of things that kind of suffer because of that, but that's what we choose, and that's that's our passion.
That's right.
And so the breaks and stuff, you do get a couple of days off. You're trying to cram a lot of things in a couple of days, but your mind is always on the next game and your season and your team and practice and all those things. Scooter can attest to that because he's up there too. I see, he's up there practicing and working our kids but that's just part of it. We choose it. So there's
nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely
nothing wrong with that. Well, when it comes to coaching, we got only a couple minutes left. I'll just ask a couple of kind of a coaching questions.
Sure.
How do you handle tryouts and rejections? I mean, do you have to reject any? Do you get enough players that try out that you have to reject some?
One thing about us, we try to eliminate. We try not to cut as much as possible.
Okay.
In our 7th grade, we take everybody. So we have a large influx of kids. We have an intramural program, which is led by Tyler Sharam, and then our 7th grade is led by Roddy Patrick and Robin Killian. So they have like 40, 50 kids in there.
Wow.
Well, 40, 50 kids each year because we want to catch everybody. It starts with our Top Flight program, which is our elementary program, and I want to give Top Flight a shout out.
Sure.
Tonight's their last night. They've been going all the month of November. So tonight, and we're very involved in that. We have coaches there and kids there, but we have some great help. Again, community support.
Definitely.
Working with our Top Flight. And the whole purpose of Top Flight is an introduction. We want them to love the game, and then parents can take their kids and have travel teams if they want to take it to another level. But the main thing is we want to cast a broad net. So we bring them all in 7th grade. 8th grade, that 7th and 8th grade, we do have a tryout period. But we try to keep a really high number. And then 9th grade, because, kids kind of figure out what they want to do and what interests they are, but we want to give them those opportunities. Where in high school, we don't really have to cut. We probably have one of the largest, varsity and JV teams in the state. We always have a huge roster. But we have to develop through our JV program. So we're always looking for low 20s, and that's kind of our hit where, a lot of these programs, they won't have that many. But
okay.
No, we don't cut as much. We let our kids kind of figure out what they need to do.
Okay. Well, you have 1 minute for this next one.
All right.
Your coaching philosophy, your core values.
All right, so
1 minute.
Here's what I want to say about being the leader of this program. We preach a lot of things. We want our guys to be blue collar. That's
Yeah.
a strong work ethic. We want them to be noble mindset, where they're thinking of the positive and not the negative.
Sure.
And then we want them to be servants. Have servant leadership. We give back to our community. We give back to our top flight. We do adopt a highway. We want to make our community better because our community gives a lot to us.
That's excellent.
And that is really our core values of our program.
Yeah, very good.
What time to spare?
I know,
No, I was
right?
impressed.
7 seconds left.
I thought it was going to be a hot question. I didn't know.
Well, thank you for joining us. It was nice to meet you.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I would say, I don't want to say you're as good as Bob, but man, he's in trouble though.
No.
He's in trouble.
Oh, no. Bob will always.
I'm going to highlight that and send that to him.
Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow.